You do not, let me repeat this, you do not want fast success. You think you do. You think you want immediate success, everything now, but here's what I do know, man. The faster something is attained, we'll call it, the less prepared you are to sustain it. Yeah, the faster you get it, everything's good. I got this thing. What you'll end up finding out is over time, you got it, it's good, but you don't know how to get it. You don't know how you got it so quickly. You don't know how to retain and sustain. Think about people win the lottery. When you actually get to having something for this window of time and you get it really quickly, I don't think that we appreciate it or appreciate what it genuinely takes to get it. So while we think we want all this stuff to come quickly, you'll find you'll be on the backside of it feeling bad about yourself because you didn't appreciate it at a certain level or understand what it takes to retain, sustain this thing in life. And so for me, I know there's a lot of people that deal with this. Lottery winners do this. They win a bunch of money. They don't know what to do with this money because it came so quick. They're broke within a couple years. How is that, right? It's like, well, maybe it's just because they just spend bad. Well, yeah, they do because they don't know how to sustain it. They can get it, but it doesn't stay long. At one point, I had a client made 7 figures in a year, and it was the first year he did it. And the interesting thing is he told me, he said, hey, whenever I was not making this much, I was more profitable than when I made $1 million. I just, for some reason, I wasn't doing good with the money. And I think part of me didn't feel like I deserved this amount this quickly. So next thing you know, he's at this point of he's squandering it. It's gone before he can actually really appreciate what it is. So I don't think that we actually want that. As much as we may say, I want fast success, you're going, this guy's crazy. I want fast success. Do you? Or do you want long-term success? Do you want to have success at a longer journey of your life? Do you want to be successful 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now and have peace and joy, right? Doesn't mean you're broke the whole way. It means you slowly build up over time, but you would learn how to be able to make more when you want to and how to sustain what you do have so you don't lose it. They say it's better to have loved than lost and never to have loved at all. Man, I want to love and love for a long time, right? That's what I want. I don't want to be broken and be like, I had money at one point. No, I want to keep it for a long time. So how do we do this? I'm going to talk about it right now. First thing is you must improve your decision making through the process of the journey, right? When we look at this today, I'm talking through why you want to have long-term success, what the benefit is of going the long journey to get there, or the right journey that was be longer than the fast fix, right? We'll call it the normal journey. And the process is, the first step is you actually do improve your decision making. When you go the regular pace, you learn how to make the proper decisions. Yes, you might have a failure. You might miss something. You might mess up, but you learn. Man, do you learn about things so in the future, when there is a moment in time where you could squander what you've earned or you can sustain it, you now understand the right decision to make based on the different factors you are looking at that can help you make a decision. Whereas if you just got it so quick, you don't know what mistakes you might be making. You don't know what you might not be paying attention to. And then all of a sudden you go, okay, great. You know, my gut says this, but I remember at one point in time I did this. I'm gonna do this time, right? And so what happens is all of us, we start looking at different things differently, essentially because of what experiences we've had. And it happens when you spent time intimately going through something to learn the process, to learn the journey, so you can sustain what you have success-wise for many, many, many years to come. So it actually helps you improve your decision-making to go that journey. There is a huge benefit to that, especially if you want to pass it on to kids, colleagues, whoever it might be. The second part of it is it increases self-discipline. Now, going the long journey means you are having to do things over and over repetitively to get yourself to a certain point in time, having success, having whatever it might be. And what I do know to be true is that a lot of us fail to comprehend that discipline's a humongous value or skill set, trait, whatever you want to call it, that is a determinant of people's success. Those who can stay disciplined are the ones that have success. Can you stay disciplined to your workout, to your meal plan? Can you stay disciplined to your schedule, your structure? Can you stay disciplined to being faithful to your family, your wife? Can you stay disciplined in how you follow up with people to actually get someone to finally become a client? Like, are you disciplined in that process? Because if you're not disciplined in any way, what you end up finding out is over time, things slowly kind of tuck away. They slowly fall apart. They slowly chip away at what the greatness could be. So you've really got to start spending as much time in your life as you can focused on how can I learn self-discipline. And that goes by going the long way. That goes with you leaning into something and going, you know what? I'm not going to fast pace this. I'm going to try to find the ways to do it properly. Now, in doing that, you might go faster than other people. It's not about going slow intentionally. It's about learning how to speed up, but doing it the right way through the process that's proper, as opposed to forcing yourself to go crazy fast and rushing things. It never works out in the end for people who rush the whole process. 3, you build better relationships. You'll learn how relationships tie into every aspect of your success. No matter what I've accomplished in life, there's been a relationship in some manner in the background that's been tied to it. Coaching relationship, parenting relationship, intimate relationship, colleague relationship, whatever it is. But you learn how to build better relationships, especially with my team, right? How I navigate conversations, because we could all of a sudden do really well financially, but if I'm not taking care of the team, then all of a sudden next year it's not the same. It's way lower. So the idea is, can I do this, but also keep in mind the people that help me do this and give them praise and appreciation, celebrate their successes, guide them when they don't do very, very well, not make them feel like they're on an island or getting yelled at like children, right? Where can you actually step in into the world for people and show up as that individual because you've learned to build better relationships along the journey to getting success. There are no self-made millionaires. There's no self-made anything. There is always someone in the background guiding, helping, supporting, and those relationships are critical to everybody's success in any walk of life. The next thing is better health. Whenever you start looking at the long journey, the idea is like, I want to be around for a long time. So it forces me to go, if I'm going to be around like for this longevity of life, we'll call it, to do successful things, I want to be able to enjoy it. If I make good revenue and I can travel, I want to be able to travel comfortably. I want to be able to feel healthy, go for hikes, experience all of it. I want to have better health. And so it actually makes your mind trigger a little bit differently to be in great shape. There are not very many obese, we'll call it CEOs or corporate leaders. If you think about it, they all work out in some manner because they go, well, if I'm gonna have success for a long time, I want to be able to thoroughly enjoy this. So they take care of themselves. Are they out there doing craziness and running marathons and Ironmans? Not all of them, no, but they're working out each day. They're getting things done. They're enjoying the process and enjoying their health in the same manner. So focus on that too. Next is financial stability. When you have to endure a long journey or the proper journey to getting somewhere, you find that finances is a part of it. You have to steward and understand really well. And when you learn to understand it well, it allows you to be able to have, thoughts about the future. So you're planning for the future possibly or properly. So you have better stability of what you're investing in, what you're spending money on, what you're not spending money on, where you allocate funds and time and energy. And so when these allocations are done properly, you actually get yourself to a position of where you can really have an understanding of how to have financial stability to grow, because you want to, again, be in the future having long-term success. But if all of a sudden in 5 years you're finding yourself broken, stressed out, and struggling, you can't focus on spending time with your kids, going on trips with your wife. You can't do these things. So financial stability is one of the amazing things you learn on the journey of getting somewhere to 10x your life and whatever it is in your income in any manner, shape, or form. Next is career success. When you were able to delay gratification, go the longer journey, you have better career success because you learn all the things that you need to know progressing up the chain, so that when you get to the very top level, you understand the inner workings intimately of every stage of the step you went through. If it's a company, if it's going to be you're the CEO or an executive, or if you're a business owner, what happens is you can look and go, you know what, I remember that step, that step, that step. I know what it takes to do that. I know what I should expect from this person, how I can push this person, what's unrealistic from this person. And you get a better understanding because you have gone through it all. You've done it all. So your career success is higher, and you actually reach higher heights and have more success because there's a deeper understanding, because again, you went through the delayed gratification process to learn how things should move and work. And so it's a big piece. Next is going to be improved time management. Whenever I get to the point of having to go the proper journey, I have to really be on discipline, have better management of my time. I have to understand where my time should be spent, where my time shouldn't be spent, where I should focus on long term, focus on short term. I manage my time properly. And I also look at the things that affect my life, right? How my work affects my marriage or my kids, or my wife and kids affect my work, and how these things have to have a dance and a harmony together. My time management gets better. When I'm doing something, what I'm doing, making sure it's structured and dialed in so my team gets stuff, right? All these things actually have to be thought about well in advance. And if they are not thought about, then you find yourself rushing all the time, thinking, I'm really good at pressure. Yeah, you're creating the pressure for no reason. Why were you waiting to that time in the first place? Dial things in, be efficient and effective with your time, manage it properly. You don't have to worry about those things in the long run. Then last, it's greater for personal growth. If you really want to think of the idea of what's great about, 10xing, we'll call it my ability to have success, whatever it is, I will find that when I can delay my gratification, I will have way greater personal growth. I'll actually find myself in a situation where I look at who I was a year ago, 5 years ago, and not recognize that person because I'm so much better, right? Personal growth, that's what they say. You can never grow a business or a career more than you've grown yourself. So how will you grow? What will you do to grow your mentality, your personal, your everything about you, so you can reach those farther ends of the success you want to have in life? See, not many people focus on this, but you've really got to start dialing more and more in and focus on your personal growth in that window. And then what happens is you get to the backside and you get to sustain a massive amount of success for the long haul. You don't get it and lose it. You get it, you sustain it, and you keep climbing because the journey just keeps building on itself momentum-wise. That is why you should delay your gratification and focus on what am I doing the right way to set the foundation to have long-term success. Fast is great. Fast don't last. They say fast money is your last money, right? So have enduring long-term success. Focus on that. And also focus on this video right here. Go check that one out. Outside of that, as always, do the dark work so you can make shift happen.